Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Clarissa and I'm a former international flight attendant, and I'm here to assist all of you, especially aspiring cabin crew out there, by sharing my knowledge and experience from working in an international airline based in the Middle East. So if you are interested in this kind of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing, and please hit the bell button next to it so you will be notified of all the succeeding videos. On my previous video, I asked you if you really wanted to become a cabin crew. If after much thought and deliberation, your answer is still a big resounding yes, then now we are ready to proceed and prepare your application. We'll make sure that you are ready, especially your resume. Bear in mind that your resume is the first point of reference of your recruiter. So how do we make sure that your resume stands out when they sift through thousands and thousands of CVs? By the way, just to be clear, I'm not a recruiter, nor have I worked in the recruitment team of the airline. I just want to share with you what I know through personal experience and from what I've gathered from the other recruiters. But before we build your resume, let us first determine your airline of choice. Do you want to fly with a domestic carrier where you mostly fly within the country and your flights are mostly short turnarounds? Or do you want to go regional where you could fly within the country and to other neighboring countries as well? Good thing is, aside from short turns, you get to do layovers as well, and that means stamps on your passport. Or do you want to go all out international? Yes, Paris first class international, and you get the chance to fly to all parts of the world. It really depends on your personal interest and preference, and I do suggest that you check the website of your airline of choice to check if they're currently hiring. Some of the airlines, or most nowadays, require you to fill an online registration form, after which they send you an invitation email for their open day. Or some other airlines arrange the assessment or initial interview online as well. It really depends on the airline which you are applying for. So let's start by filling the online registration form. Whatever you fill online should reflect what's written on paper. Just type in your personal details and all related information, age, height, birth date. Just check the age, height requirement because it differs from airline to airline. You just have to complete all the sections, including the professional experience, educational background, and be ready to attach your CVs, certificates, diplomas, and your photos. Get everything correct and be very careful. A single mistake in grammar or spelling can really hurt your chances of getting in. Newly graduates, don't lose heart because most airlines prefer young, fresh graduates, and you don't have to have a college degree. Your high school diploma is still sufficient, and you just have to highlight your credentials, any awards or accomplishments. There will be a space there provided for you to key in all those information, so make the most of that. Use that to your advantage to better sell yourself. Next is, let's prepare a comprehensive resume. A well-crafted, polished resume will help you outshine your competitors. You may follow this format, and I've written a sample resume for you. We make it clean and streamlined, easy on the eyes. Most of the recruiters will just quickly run through it and encircle, highlight your strong points or skills that are relevant to the job. Make sure that you don't go overboard. Make it 2 or 3 pages maximum, and don't give like 4 or 5 pages, and try to eliminate all the unnecessary information that you've written there. So on top of your resume will be your contact information. You must get your email correct. Next is your objective, why you want to work for the airline. Next is your work experience from the most recent down to your previous ones. Make sure that you include your job title, description, and responsibilities, and then your educational background, and include also your accomplishments, awards, and other credentials, additional trainings and courses taken, if you've taken any further classes. Anything that might be useful, write that down. For example, you've taken a culinary course or cooking class, that could be useful, and that's good for food handling, and that means that you're familiar with menu terms. Or if you've taken a personality development class, That's good as well because you're trying to improve yourself, your personality, your overall image, or if you've taken a language course, table or banquet setting, medical trainings like CPR, first aid, those are very, very useful. If you have a professional license, write that down. And next is your personal information, of course your nationality, and include your passport details, the issue date and validity. And last is the character references, include there the names of your supervisors, mentors, colleagues, whoever can vouch for you, but make sure also that you inform them that they might get a call because in my experience, they do call and do background checks. Third is follow company's required format. If the airline requires you to follow a certain format, please do not deviate. Their guidelines are clearly stated already. All you have to do is follow. If you do not do this and insist on doing it your way, then it reflects negatively on you. Remember that you are applying for an entry-level cabin crew position, and you must be able to follow simple instructions. For example, for the photo requirements, if the airline requires you to submit a recent colored 2x2 with white background wearing a big happy smile, then you must be able to provide it. However, if the airline requires you to submit a photo with blue background, then you have to go for another pictorial like I did. See, I had to run and do this morning. Simply put, you have to be a good follower. Fourth is be truthful and honest. Again, if you include something in your resume, be prepared to back them up. Your recruiter may ask you for a copy of your diploma or other certificates. You must be able to provide them. Do not include something like a credential or skill if you do not possess it. For example, do not state that you are fluent in Japanese, Spanish, or Chinese if you really aren't. Remember that this will be in your file and later on you might be asked to operate certain sectors which require a language speaker. So it will be a shame if you can't even manage a short, simple conversation. However, if you've taken a language course before, then by all means, state that. Finally, review before you submit. I've already told you to be careful with your spelling or grammatical errors, so it really helps to do a final review. Carefully check your resume in case you've overlooked something or forgot to mention something vital. Check also your email address, especially if it's really long, because all correspondence will be done via email. So there, I hope I've helped you in some way if you are still in the process of writing your resume or submitting your application. Let this be your guide. If I miss out something or you need any clarification, please do not hesitate to let me know and comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. Good luck on your application. I know that you can really do it. Just believe in yourself. And one day I'm sure you will look back with pride when you're already spreading your wings and flying high. So that's all from me today. Thank you again for watching and I'll see you on the next video.